All right, this is 5.5. We're going back to review 5.5. The first thing we're trying to do is to factor trinomials where the a value is not 1, okay, where we have a value there. Okay, in this case it's 6. So 6x squared plus 17x plus 12 is simplified if we break up the middle term into two parts here. So we're trying to break up the 17 into two numbers that add up to 17 here. So we've chosen 9 and 8. Those two numbers add up to 17 and they multiply. If you do 6 times 12, you're going to get 72. When you multiply those two, they get 72. So in this case, we need to now factor these two terms. So what's common between the 6x squared and the 9x is 3x, and then you will have 2x plus 3, plus what's common in these two terms is 4, and you will have 2x plus 3. Now we have the 2x plus 3 is common, and we factor out from each term, we get 3x plus 4. Okay? So that is by decomposition. If we wanted to do this using the crisscross method, two terms that multiply to give us 6x squared, right? So we'll use 3x and 2x. We're going to draw an x. Two terms to give us 12. So we could try 3 and 4. Now if we multiply this out, we're going to get 6x, and here we're going to get 12x. So can we use 6 and 12 to make 17? We can't, right? So these two don't work. Okay, what if we switch the 4 and the 3? Put the 4 on the top and the 3 on the bottom. We'll get 2x times 4 is 8x, and 3x times 3 is 9x. So now we have 8x and 9x. Can we add those together, get 17x? We can. This is the same as this term. So we know these are our two terms. Okay, so notice how these two values are the same. Doesn't matter the order, just like 5 times 4 is the same as 4 times 5, right? So these are the same. Yep?
Sir, are there going to be times where like we have to use decomposition?
No.
So we could just keep using...
Always.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Factor 2x squared plus 7x plus 6. Here we've broken that 7x into two terms, 4x and 3x. They add up to 7, and they multiply to give us 2 times 6 is 12. So 4 times 3 is 12, and they add to give us 7. So this is decomposition. We then factor both of the two terms. 2x is common. You get x plus 2 and 3x plus 6. 3x plus 2 squared. Now if we wanted to do this using the crisscross method, right? 2x is broken into 2x and x. Those are the only options for 2x squared. And then the 6, we can try 2 and 3. Now we're going to multiply these out. We get 2x and we get 6x. Now do these add up to give us 7 in any way? They do not. Right? So these don't work. Let's try switching these. 3 and the 2. We're going to get 3x and 4x. Can I add these two and get 7x? I can, and everything's positive. So my answer then is 2x plus 3 and x plus 2. Any questions so far? So I'm showing you decomposition, and I'm showing you the x crisscross method. Okay, we're doing that for everyone. Okay, example 2. Here we go. 12x squared minus 5x minus 2. The product here is 12 times negative 2, so we're going to get negative 24, and we're going to get a sum of negative 5. So by decomposition, you take the negative 24, you divide by 1, right? This is the long way. and you get 24. Can you use 24 and 1 to make 5? No. Divide by 2. You get 12. Can you use 2 and 12 to make 5? No. Divide by 3. Can you use 3 and 8 to somehow get 5? Yes. Right? We know the 5 needs to be negative, so therefore our 8 needs to be negative, and our 3 needs to be positive. So these are the two numbers, negative 8 and 3. Any questions there on decomposition? Okay, so now I take negative 3 and 8. It doesn't matter the order that I put them in. I could put the 3 here and the 8 here, but I put them in the middle here. These are my two terms. Now I factor out the first two terms by what's common. It's 4x. I'm going to get 3x minus 2. And then here there's nothing common, so I'm just going to factor out a 1, and I'm going to get 3x minus 2. Now I'm factoring out what's common in these two terms. I get 3x minus 2. And I get 4x plus 1. Zach, you watching? You're just listening? You're learning by osmosis over there?
What's osmosis?
Osmosis is when you like just take it in through like the cell membrane by like higher concentrations to lower concentrations. So you're not actually like actively trying to intake, you're just naturally absorbing.
I'm intaking.
You are?
Yeah.
Osmosis?
No, not osmosis.
Actively intaking. Nice. That's what I like. All right. So that is decomposition, right? Now let's do this method with the crisscross, okay? So we have 12x squared. Let's try 4x and 3x, right? Those are kind of the middle two terms. I like to start with the middle terms. And then we have negative 2 on the end. So we can start with 2 on and a 1. Now we're going to cross multiply, right? So we'll get 6x and 4x. Can I add those in some way to get negative 5? No, so they don't work. Okay? What if we switch the 2 and the 1? Now I get 3x and 8x. Can I somehow get negative 5 here? 8 and a 3. Can I combine to get negative 5?
Yes.
Which one has to be negative? Right, negative 8x. Okay, those are our two numbers because we get negative 5x here. So therefore, I know I can take this plus, put it here, this negative, put it here, and I'm done. Okay, those are my two terms. So 4x plus 1 and 3x minus 2. And you can see that there's the same answer. Okay, so really you can do either method, whatever you prefer. Let's do some more examples here quickly. Okay, so 3x and 6x, our first number, our product needs to be 3 times 6 is 18, and our sum needs to be negative 11. So two numbers that we can test here, 18 and that need to go to 18 and sum to negative 11. So the way we start, we can do 18 divided by 1 is 18. Can I use these two numbers to get 11? No. 18 divided by 2 is 9. Can I use 9 and 2 to get 11?
Yeah.
Yes. And I need negative 11. So in this case, negative 2 and negative 9, they both need to be negative. So I'm going to try negative 2, negative 9. My sum will be negative 11. So these are my two numbers now. I'm going to decompose this negative 11 into two numbers. So we'll write it down here. So we get 3x squared minus 2x minus 9x plus 6. Now I'm going to factor what's common between these. Here we only have the x that's common. So we get 3x minus 2. Here we have negative 3, I'm going to factor out. So I'm going to get negative 9 divided by negative 3 is 3x. And then 6 divided by negative 3 is negative 2. Now I can see I have my common factor here of 3x minus 2. And what's left is x minus 3. Okay?
You have to do all that, or you just write it in the box?
You have to do all this. Yeah, you have to, not just that. That's just trying to help you out here. This is my answer.
Wait, sir.
Yep.
For the like the bottom thing,
Yep.
Doesn't matter like the order of it?
Doesn't matter. No, if you put this in front, it's the same as like 4 times 5 or 5 times 4.
Okay.
Both going to give you 20. Okay, now if we wanted to do the crisscross method for this, we know 3x has to be on top. X, actually it doesn't matter, but we'll put 3x on top and then x. And then to get 6, we'll try 3 and 2. So now if I multiply this out, I'm going to get 3x and I'm going to get 6x. So 3x and 6x, I cannot make negative 11. Okay, so I know I'll try and switch these. Actually, that's not going to help. Sorry? Okay, so 3 and 2 don't work, so let's try a 6 and 1, right? Because we're trying to multiply to get 6. So we're going to get 6x and 3x. Can I use 6 and 3 to get to 11? I cannot. Yep.
Are we always have to do the graph, the chart?
No. I'm teaching you both methods, okay? You can use whatever you want. Let's put the 2, let's put the 6 and 1. That doesn't work. Let's try 3 and 2 down here. Okay, so 6 we're going to go to 2 and 3. So we were going to get 2x here and we're going to get 9x here. Can I use 2 and 9 to get 11?
Yes.
Yes, but it can't be positive 2 and positive 9. It needs to be negative 2 and negative 9. Do you guys understand that? Okay, so now we know I can take that negative, put it here, take this negative, put it here, and you get 3x minus 2, and you get x minus 3. And this is the same as this. So you guys decide which one you prefer. I'm teaching you both here. Okay? Let's go to the next one. Your product is going to be negative 12, and your sum is going to be negative 4. Okay, what two numbers multiply to give us negative 12? So if I divide this by 1, can I somehow get 4? No. If I divide this by 2, negative 12 divided by 2, can I use 6 and 2 to somehow get 4? Yes, my 6 needs to be negative. So my numbers are going to be negative 6 and positive 2, and my sum will be negative 4. So those are my two numbers. I'm going to decompose this. So I decompose the negative 4x into negative 6x and positive 2x. Right? I'm taking this and I'm decomposing it into the 6 and the 2. Now I'm going to factor out what's common. In this case it's 2x, and I'm left with 2x minus 3 plus 1, 2x minus 3. We know we've done something right when these two line up, 2x minus 3 and 2x plus 1. That's our answer. If we want to do it the fast way, we can do 2x here, 2x here, 3, we'll try 3 and 1. We get 6x and 2x. Can I use those two to get 4? Yes, my 6 needs to be negative. Add them up, so this is negative and this is positive. So right away I get 2x minus 3 and 2x plus 1. These are the same. Any questions? Next. Okay. Here you have to make up product of negative 40, and your sum needs to be negative 3. Okay, now don't worry the fact that there's a y here. You're just going to attach a y to the middle in the last term. Don't let that confuse you. The process is the same. Okay? So two numbers, if you have no idea where to start, you're going to start with the product. Divide by 1. You're going to get 40. Can you use those two numbers to get the middle term? No. You're going to divide by 2. Can you use those two numbers? No. You're going to divide by 3. It's a decimal value. That won't work. Divide by 4, you'll get 10. Can you use 4 and 10 to get 3? No. Try dividing by 5. You'll get 8. Can I use 5 and 8 to get negative 3 somehow? Yes, my 8 needs to be negative. So our numbers are 5 and negative 8. And our sum would be negative 3. Okay, so then these two numbers have to go in for the negative 3xy. So I would rewrite it down here. Plus 5xy minus 8xy minus 4y squared. Now I'm going to factor out what's common. 5x, 2x, plus, yep, 2x plus y, and then minus 4y, and I'm going to get 2x plus y. 2x plus y, 5x minus 4y. Okay, we want to go with the fast method. We're going to do our x. Now we have 10x squared, so we can do, let's do 5x and 2x. And then we need to multiply to get two numbers that are give us negative 4. So let's try 2 and 2. It would actually be 2y and 2y because we're looking for 4y squared. So 2y and 2y. So we get 4xy and 10xy. Can I use 10 and 4 to get to negative 3? Or sorry, to get to negative 3 I cannot. So it can't be 2 and 2. So let's try 4 and 1. Can I use 8xy and 5xy to get to negative 3? I can. My 8 needs to be negative and my 5 positive. So this negative sign goes here and this positive sign goes here. So I'm left with 5x minus 4y and 2x plus 5xy. No, 5x, sorry, 2x plus y. And that is the same as this. Any questions? Sorry? Okay, we'll do this one straight with the, who prefers the crisscross method? Hands up. Okay, so most of you are going to go with crisscross, so let's do the rest just by crisscross here. We can do 16 and negative 12. Yep. No, I'm not going to teach you 3 methods. No. If you want to use that, you can. You're going to have to go back and learn it yourself, though. I don't think it's going to be beneficial with the fractions. You really like that one more, Engineer? I don't think it was, I don't know. I didn't like it with the fractions and having to simplify the fractions. It just didn't seem like extra step. So 16x squared. So we can use 4x and 4x here. I like to use the middle terms. And then negative 12, we can use 6 and 2. This will give us 24 and 8. Can we use 24 and 8 to get to 26? No. This flipping these won't matter because we have 4 and 4. So we need something else other than 2 and 6. Why don't we try 3 and 4? Okay, now we're going to get 12 and 16. Can I use 12 and 16 to get to 26? No. Close, but we get 28. That's not going to work. Again, flipping these won't help us because it's 4 and 4, so we may have to change the 4 and the 4. What else can we use to get 12? We could try 12 and 1. I don't think that's going to work. No.
Do 8 and 2.
8 and 2 to get 12?
No, to get 16.
Oh, here. Yeah, okay. Let's try that. 8 and 2. And we'll try 3 and 4 again. Okay, here we'll get 32 and we'll get 6. Ooh, that looks good, right? Yep. 6 and 32 to get 26, right? We just need to make our 32 positive and our 6 negative, right? You guys agree?
Yeah.
Okay, so then this negative goes here and this positive goes here. And we get 8x minus 6 and 2x minus 32. Agreed? Done. Now if we did this one, it's kind of a pity that I stopped using decomposition, but if we did this one with decomposition, we would have got 16 times 12. We would have got a really big number there. So this way was a lot quicker. Any questions? No?
Sir,
Yep.
I got a different answer. I got bracket x plus 2, bracket 16x minus 6.
Okay, we'll see who's right here. We're going to check.
And I used decomposition.
Okay. Let's see if you're right. Let's see. So we're gonna foil this, right? X times 16, 16x squared, and then we get negative 6x plus 32x minus 12. 16x squared plus 26x. That looks good. Let's see if we foil mine. $16x squared Oh, my bad. I put in the multiplied terms. I should have put in the, see this? See where I messed up here? I put in this negative 6 down here. It should have been the negative 3. And this should have been the plus 4. So I think now we should have the same answer. Yeah?
Yeah, I think so.
And I don't know why I put in 8 minus, yeah, that's right. So now we have 16x squared plus 32x minus 6x, that works, and minus 12, it's the same. Okay? The reason yours is not the same, Douglas, here is you didn't factor fully. Because see how you have 16 and 6? You could have brought out a 2 here, right? Because 2 is still common. Do you see that?
Oh, where?
16 and 6, they both share a 2, so you didn't factor the 2 out.
Oh,
So, but you would have ended up with this answer if you did. Okay?
also, I just need to factor 16 and 6.
Yeah, when you had the 4 parts, you didn't factor fully this section.
Oh.
Okay? All right, we got 2 more. 8x squared minus 2x minus 3. Okay, let's do it. Our crisscross method. So, sorry?
What's Australia?
I don't know. Check by expanding. I don't know what Australian method is. I don't see how it differs from this. Let's put 4 and 2, x, and then we have 3. We're going to go with 3 and 1, right? So this is going to be 6x, and this is going to be 4x. Can we use 6 and 4 to make negative 2? Yes, we can. 6 needs to be negative, right? So then negative comes here and positive comes here. We're left with 4x, negative 3, and 2x plus 1. Okay? Yep. You wait till he comes back. Last one. Here we have 10 and negative 3. So we'll do our x. Let's do 5 and 2, x. And 3, we'll do 3 and 1. Can I do 6x and 5x to get to 13? I cannot, right? That's going to give me 11. What if I switch these? 1 and 3. So now I'm going to get 2x and 15x. Can I use 2 and 15 to get 13? Yes, and 15 needs to be negative. So this will give me negative. Oh, sorry, this needs to be negative. This needs to be positive. That will give me positive 13x. So I know that's correct now. So my answer is question? Any questions? Okay, I'm going to stop there. And